Yo. I'm about to say 1999. 2019 is over. And I want to start with a book. Okay, this is kind of a partisan book. So I don't want to be attacked by any members of any of the little cults that I call them. I'm just reading this book for information is knowledge. So, fuck it. I do what I want. Screw the apology. I'm doing what I want. All right. I was gonna do a disclaimer, but who the hell cares?
Once your work is finished, don't watch the television. Once your work is finished, find something constructive to add to your mind. Have an hour for reading. And I don't mean read comic books. Read something that will make you know what's happening. So when you get into conversation, you can sound intelligent, even if you aren't. Do you hear me?
Okay. That was my disclaimer. Okay, when I first started reading the book, when I first saw it, I was like, okay, this is gonna cause me problems. I'm gonna have these idiots talking. You got the people that love Donald Trump. You got the people that hate him. So I guess by extension, some people would hate his son and love his son, but I don't do either of the two for anybody that I don't know, even for most people that I do know. But the book is called Donald Trump Jr. It's written by Donald Trump Jr. The title is called Triggered. Now, I don't know too much about Donald Trump Jr. I had heard that him and his wife had got divorced or something, but I don't know too much about him. I follow Twitter a lot. I saw him on Twitter a few times, but he did the interview on The View, and he was like cutting them up. And I don't watch The View or anything, but like I don't know if he had his people there or whatever. But like he was really just like talking some real solid stuff. It was more. It wasn't about name calling. And this is my first time being exposed to conservatism or whatever. So I'm not making a I've seen the like video. Read the book because I wanted to know more about him. Uh, my father is a pastor. He has a couple of people at his church, and I mean, like a lot of people will see me. Hey, how's your father doing? Or this or that. So I just always wanted the mindset of a person who has, a parent or a brother or sister or whoever in their family that just famous, how it affect them. That was actually why I picked up the book. I wanted to know a little bit more about him and his life, and it was good for about the first, it's split in about maybe three parts. The first two parts are like that, I mean, it's a lot of exaggerating, I believe, about his upbringing and, how even though my father's a billionaire, I had to work hard. I had to work hard. You had the opportunity to get a job. There's millions of people here that want to work out here, that want to work hard, wish they had the opportunity. But I think people of a certain, that have a certain amount of money or whatever, they live in a bubble. I don't think it has anything to do with politics or anything. It's just he lives in a bubble. A person that was raised in a middle class neighborhood could probably, I wouldn't say care less, but they can't really relate. They just don't know. For a person that was born in a lower class, a person that was born in a rural area, it would be different. Take Texas. You got Houston. A guy from Texas, he's from Houston. His has a totally different mindset from a guy that was born and raised in Lubbock. It's just two different places. One is not bad, one is not good. So as far as the book, Mr. Trump talks about how he went to boarding schools, and he went to Wharton Business School, and his father made him work so hard, and not made him, but he taught him the value of the dollar. I think that can be taught. Because people that have, a certain amount of money they possess, they have problems just like the rest of the people, But I think it's very ballsy. You know, he talks about he's in a restaurant one day and a woman told him he has a lot of balls. You got a lot of balls to your father be born in New York City, Manhattan, and in a lap of luxury, and to go to Iowa and tell these people you can relate. Come on now. That's just ridiculous. I just think you need to just stop that. I understand that, but let's be honest. Let's be honest. As even the people that don't have, if we could be honest, we could truthfully say that there's some jealousy and there's some envy a part of the people you're trying to reach because of your status. Now we can be honest and say that from this end, and I think the people that have a certain amount of money should be honest enough to say, okay, I really can't relate to you guys. We have a different life, different lifestyle. This man never had to worry about where his next meal was coming from, if he was going to be homeless, anything like that. You know, just be honest. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, because who wants their kids in that position? Most people, even killers and psychopaths, would like their kids to be comfortable, not have anxiety, and not being able to pay bills, sleeping in cars. As if you have a car, sleeping in the Salvation Army. Things that I've seen. But I mean, for Mr. Trump Jr. to come in and say, okay, well, I'm hunting, I'm fishing, and all that's great, but I have the same mind. No, you don't. An honest writer of a book would just say, I don't, but I'll try to understand you guys, and you guys can try to, and we'll come to the table and try to do what's better. But hey, it works. Keep America great. It works. It works. That's more harder than just saying rah rah rah, but that's what politics has turned to in our country. So, but I didn't come here to denigrate Mr. Trump Jr. I actually think this is a great book for anybody that's interested in politics. Anybody that really wants to know, what's going on at the side. Because that was my problem. I hear different things on the news, but I think I absorb it better if I read it. And this is from his point of view, just like anybody else. But I have a better understanding, of what went on, who was being accused of what by whom. So, from that aspect. But for myself, I'm not falling for the okie dokie. I mean, come on, dude. No, we're not falling for that here. Okay, you want to help certain people, such and such, but come on. You're not one of them. You're just not. And that's not a bad thing. That's not a good thing. It just is. The sun coming up tomorrow at 7 o'clock. And you can fight it, but it just is. And I think that's what, and Mr. Trump probably knows that better than I do. But he wants to put on something that he's not. And I'm not even that much of a left-leaning person. I agree with him some of the stuff he talked. Even him and Owens, some of the stuff, especially with, how the left treats black people, in America. Basically, they just gonna leave us alone in the next couple of years, because you got the Hispanics are moving into that spot. So we're gonna be probably invisible, like they've done the Asians for so long. So maybe we can start getting to making money then, if they'll stop pandering to us, because it's over. But this is probably gonna be the last election, I believe. It's when they just all call us POC, but it's been past the days where we're going to the black base or whatever. But seeing it from that view, and Mr. Trump talks about him being a part of Middle America, he can feel them. But that's one of the parts I see he doesn't bring up. I understand the left, they have some outrageous thing of racism. Everything is racism. No, we're not dealing with that fools. And it's sad, because that's what's stopping the real conversation now. But if I like to go jogging, if I'm running and I have a pebble in my shoe, I'm going to stop and take that pebble out. Pebble won't kill me. The pebble won't stop me, but it's hindering me. And it's just, racism is just something that's hindering a country, but most of us don't want to be honest, especially if we have money attached to it. The status quo won't ever change until people that are making a big money in the status quo will be able to make it in another field. So You know, that with that being said, I felt that the book was, it was a very good book. You know, I actually enjoyed the part where he talked about taking a gap year and trying to become himself, because I know that's got to be a lot of pressure to have a famous father like that. And he goes into his grandfather and grandmother coming from Czechoslovakia and him visiting there, during the summer, which I thought was awesome. And that's an awesome opportunity for any kid. I wish there was a way that they could bring kids from this country to other countries, for a sustained amount of time so they can see the difference, what capitalism really is. But such is life. I think it's a great. Like I say, I think it's a good book. Anybody that wants, that's really into politics. I'm a political animal. It's just in my blood. I've tried to give it up, but I can't. I'm addicted. So every morning I'm on Twitter, seeing it and trying to figure out what's going on. Somebody told me that politics is show business for ugly people. So maybe I should get into politics. Peace, y'all. Oh yeah, 2019. It's almost over. Happy New Year if you're into that. Nobody can still tell me it's 2020 years from what event. We don't know, and what exactly is a year. Who makes all this stuff up. But hey, we all gotta agree with it in order for the world to keep going. So 2020, I can't believe I'm here, man. I remember the 80s. Peace.